Hey, welcome to Hal Overthinking. We do the chat room in the show. I don't know if you can hear me when I'm playing. We do the chat room in the show for the House Parks Radio program, Mega Worldwide, every week. And I thought I'd just pop on here occasionally and invite people on to just kind of ask me random questions about stuff. Since that becomes such a point of interest during the show and can sometimes distract, as Jeff Goldblum would say, distract in the middle of stuff. So I'm going to bring up the chat and just see if anybody pops in or what's going on, and we'll see what's happening. Look at that. Hey, Steve. Hey, Donna. RMM, look at that. Oh, from your flu-ridden apartment in Kansas City. I'm so very sorry. So, how long do I have Netflix so I can only watch old lab rats? Well, I'm sorry about that. There will at some point be, I guess they'll all make their way eventually onto the rest of the services. Hi. So, so right on. All right, we're just going to groove a little bit. I'm very sorry you got the flu. That sucks. Oh, you got me going through the big monitors, Rocky Mountain Mike? Well, thanks. Feel free to just grab any of these and sample. That's a great idea. So, should I grab my Les Paul and knock off? Absolutely. Can I call you Donald? No, unless you're weird. I guess that would be the weird part. It's always odd when people call you. Here's the thing. So I've been called, character names that I've been known by over time. Michael and Donald being the two main ones. But these are actual, real names. These are names people in life have. So when I'm walking through a mall or I'm going someplace and someone yells Michael or Donald, they might actually be yelling at their friend Michael or Donald. And I don't want to be that jerk that turns around and goes, oh, they must mean me from my television show. That's absurd and rude and silly. So I tend to only answer to my own name. And I tend to demur in most cases when people say, hey, do I know you from that thing, don't I? And I'm like, I don't lead them into saying it. I learned that lesson a while back, and some people think it's rude, but I learned that lesson a while back from Queer as Folk fans who didn't want to say out loud at work what show it was. For lots of reasons, for themselves, for their safety, for their work environment, or what have you. So I kind of just go, yep, that's me. That's, okay, whatever it is you think it is, that kind of thing. Yeah, that guy from that movie with that thing in it. Can you send me your music? No, but you can buy it on iTunes. What's my favorite show I was on? Well, I guess technically speaking, artistically, my favorite show is Queer as Folk. And experientially, it was Lab Rats. And then if we're going just by ease, I love the 80s. There's different standards for different things. There's no favorite based on an overall thing. It's not possible. Go ahead and do your smoke on the water catch scratch fever thing. Thanks very much. I will try. Something along those lines. I don't remember it. Hal pop-up concert. That's right. My dream gig would be to do the end of Hotel California with Al. Absolutely. This might actually drag on long enough for me to do that. We'll try and make this today's episode about as long as the end of Hotel California, which I don't actually know the solo for, so I won't break into it. You never saw a picture of Chase smoking. You may have seen a picture of William Brent smoking. That's not the character Chase. Learn to differentiate the two for your own mental safety. The other thing is, I agree. I don't like him smoking. So is this the new random show today? Yes, it is, TLK Knitting. It is. I finally figured out how to get some sort of guitar sound at the same time I'm doing the show. So I was messing around with that, and I decided to hop on. You know how I am when I'm playing with technology. And the other thing is this weekend when we were dealing with all the technical stuff, it always occurs to me that most of the time we have like the YouTube setup and the sound for YouTube on its own works great. I don't know why the technology for radio can't be clean and simple in the same way. Now, granted, it buffers sometimes. You don't even think about that, and that's what they're trying to avoid. But by trying to avoid that, they make a bigger problem. So I think I just wanted to come on occasionally now just so that we can chat amongst ourselves without like me feeling like I'm juggling technical difficulties the entire time. So there you go. Oh, thank you, TLK Name. Thanks for tweeting the show. Look at that. Let's see. Is this... There we go. I just tweeted it too. Hal, have you ever considered going live on Twitch? I'm following you on there. I set that up a while ago, and I totally want to do it. And Matt from Trivium does it pretty regularly. He loves it. I certainly, when I'm, the weird thing is usually when I'm playing video games, especially I learn stuff while I'm doing it. So I will put on like things I have to memorize, or books on tape, or language exercises, or those kind of things. I put those on while I'm doing it. And some of what I'm learning isn't for public consumption yet, or, whatever. So I don't really put it, I try to avoid, get public insight into certain parts of my life while I'm working, especially when I'm memorizing my Masonic stuff. And I do that while I'm playing a game, and you would obviously see that on Twitch. So but it's certainly possible. I just, haven't done much of it. So from trivia, yeah. Doing requests. How about some replacements? I don't. I don't. I'd have to pick out a. Couldn't do it justice with just a guitar by myself. Following Matt on of Trivium, and I told him you tweeted his band, and I was in the chat. Oh, that's great. Sorry, just got to get it to scroll down. This brings a smile to my day. Thank you. Well, you're very welcome, Michelle. Glad to do it. Who's your favorite person on the Lab Rats set? That's a tough one. Well, I mean, Billy and I are clearly the closest. William Brent, as he is now known. I love Billy. He's my soul brother number one. He's an amazing person, and I was really glad to meet him. Everybody there was a joy. Kelly Berglund is lovely to be around too. She's very sweet, very funny, very genuine. I loved our execs, Brian and Chris. And it's hard to pick. Like Mark Brazil wasn't always on set, but when he was, it was such a joy. Because he's a smart, politically astute, caring, funny dude. And then we had lovely prop people, and we had lovely makeup people, and we had a lovely crew. I mean, it was a really nice group of people. So. Yeah, I already played Metallica. Technically. There you go. There's opening to Sanitarium. Play that chord that requires 3 people. Okay. There, I did it with one hand. I had Tom Hartman on when the alert came on, so I left Tom for Hal Jet. Toasting all with a glass of beet juice. Thanks. Yeah, let me know if it gives you more energy, it helps your heart, and makes you, goes through you. Rip Ray Thomas of the Moody Blues. Oh, sorry to hear that. Do I know the guitarist Monty Pittman? I don't think so. I may be wrong. Might be, oh, Monty. Dear brother Monty, Little white snake. There you go. This Saturday, you just got notified email you were live. Oh, hi, Jamie. Well, thanks for putting me on notifications. That's really so like and subscribe. I'm supposed to say all that stuff, right? Yeah. Hey, if you like these kind of videos, don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, I'm not selling ESP guitars. I'm just playing one. This is not an endorsement. But it is an endorsement. But it's not. But it isn't. I mean, I am, but I'm not. I'm just playing. Okay. Like and subscribe. There's my that's my YouTube spiel, right? Rob was the guy who played flute and cold water. Oh, I see. Miss Saturday, you get okay. Thumbs up. Thanks. Oh, thanks, Steve. We have a rule: no crazy train, no stairway. Is that the same rules that you would have in a guitar store? Thanks, Ginger. Hi, Ginger. Good morning, Ginger. Happy day, Ginger. In Denmark, Lab Rats Elite Force just had premiere today. I've seen it in English when I was in the U.S. Your Danish voice is as lovely as your real voice. Thanks. I should hope so. Oh, that's funny. I was doing paperwork stuff I have to get done when I get a notification you're live here. Oh, well, priorities, right? My claim to fame is I have Colin Molyneux, the Decemberist, Old Distortion Pedal, and MXR. Oh, that's nice. One of the first gifts I got from, that was like, you've graduated, you're now a real musician, was a Phase 90 MXR pedal from my buddy Mike Parnan. Upon the completion of 01's first record, he gave me one of those. It's sweet. It's integral part of my my rig setup when I'm recording. Can I play the piano in the background? Oh, I think I have to switch between the two. I can't do it at the same time. We'll see. Let me check. Software instrument. That'll work. Hello. Dearly beloved. All right. I'll put on something stupid just because it'll be fun. Oh, no, that was an organ. I made that intentionally. Sorry, my bad. Software engine create. Let's see. I don't want an organ. I want it to be something else. Turn it off. Don't understand. Whatever. I just turn that. That's fine. Whatever. I don't know if I can do. I think I can do both of these at the same time, but it's hard to say. This is so. Now you're really complicated. Me playing with both hands, guitar and keyboard. That's funny. I never realized how easy making a Pink Floyd intro was. There you go. Ta-da. Did you play Mr. Davenport from Lab Rats? Yes, I did. I realized some great talents. That's just one of the reasons we inspired. Oh, well, thank you, Disney DK. I appreciate it. Song I spent 6 weeks learning on piano is Nobody Does It Better. I like balancing my Pink Floyd with Marvin Hamlish. Yeah. Yeah, well, you're way ahead of me. The only thing I can play with both hands is Stuff I've Written and Purple Rain. The only song that isn't mine I can play with two hands on a piano is Purple Rain. Thanks, TLK Knitting. Look at that. $2 for a song. That's better than iTunes. I actually like the sound of that. That wasn't half bad, actually. Gotta love the key of C. Of course you have, Rocky Mountain Mike. He's already written a parody. Just saw reports that Mitt Romney surgically treated for prostate cancer. Prognosis is good. Well, good for him. I'm glad. I mean, that's my dad went through the same thing. A lot of guys went through. Yeah, we knew you meant prognosis, Tom. There's no prog news in your near your prostate, so far as I know. If you do have them, you should have them removed. Al's midday virtual busking. What song you playing today? I'm not. I'm just messing around. I just figured out how to get these things hooked up, so I'm just messing around. You know how I get on here and I start just messing around, and there we go. That's what happens. Okay, questions and people, what is happening? All right, now I'll start looking at the camera a little bit. And the weird part is this kind of came out of my friend Mark Savard. His daughter just picked up the guitar, and so I showed her some chords when I was at their house. And I'll add these. I'm just going to talk about these for a second, just to add these in case I can send a link to her of a segment of this. Hold on, wait, let me see. I'll put this on here. Create highlight. That allows me to do this. Welcome to the Savard Family Private Guitar Instruction video series. I'm Hal Sparks, and here's your reminder of chords. Okay, bar chords separated by 2 frets, a whole step, 1 string above, 1 string below. You can make those anywhere on the guitar. Most rock is that way. And then when you do an A or an E, those are basically the same thing as a bar chord, just using the nut as the root, as it were. So anytime bar chords, there you go. The other ones are, everybody can do a D chord, adding that one, adding an augmented, which is this little, adding this note right here, and taking it out shapes your songwriting a little bit better than just learning a D chord and going. And then I prefer this C chord. I don't even, okay, so G chord like that. That's a G chord. Most people you can find where your fingers go exactly on a little thing. But if you just bump your fingers down, your top 2 fingers down to, you do the same augmented C chord, which is way easier than going all the way to a C, which mostly blows it for people trying to learn guitar. So I know this is basic, but I'm trying to help. You can just bump those fingers down, 1 string each, same position, just bumping them back and forth like that. And then the same thing goes with E minor and A minor. It's just these 2 strings, the A string and the B string, like that. And then you just bump them down a single string each. And you do the same thing to the A chord. And then you have 2 nice spooky chords. Super easy. There you go. Hal performs Mel Bay, right? No one's going to get that reference. Yeah. How to rock even more, paint your nails black. I normally do, but I've got a handlebar mustache today, so this is the facial hair equivalent of black nails, I think, for now. I bet I'm awesome on Guitar Hero. No, I actually kind of suck on Guitar Hero because it's actually way harder to do Guitar Hero if you're good on guitar, because you automatically default to playing normal, and or the song will go, it'll go to some other note, or it'll change, and you're like, that's not where it changes. It's totally not that way. Like, it's frustrating. Apparently CNN is reporting that 45 is planning to meet with Mueller. I'm calling BS. Yeah, well, I agree, but at the same time, they're having a meeting. They're going to have to do some version of it at some point if he doesn't shut the probe down. He's going to have to. So, and my guess is they want to craft a written statement in response to written questions, because they're afraid if they get him in there and on tape, he'll see the camera light and start blabbing. Yeah, that's my thought. He's fleeing the interview. That's right. You didn't play GH against another celebrity for one of those VH1 things. Am I remembering? No, I did, and I won, but it was a pain in the butt. Can Tyrell Jackson Williams visit and make a video with you? I would love that. I'll reach out and ask. I'll see if he can do that. That would be a lot of fun. Yeah. I hope Mueller doesn't agree to that. Here's the weird part is I have this feeling that he won't. So what Rocksmith, apparently Guitar Hero with a real, it is. Yes, I have that. Did you get the Hydra Loop in Labyrinth? Did you get to ride the Hydra Loop? Yes, every week. Mueller, do you think he'll drop the bomb? Mueller, do you think he'll drop them? Right. Why did they cancel Lab Rats Elite Four? So I want to know. My biggest guess is money, and the kids are getting older. They tend to do that. I don't know. How play your red guitar in the corner. Oh, but the little here. Yeah. Hold on. This might be noisy. Hold on. There we go. We'll see. Wait 1 second. Now, this one is the white ESP that I was just playing is my favorite guitar of all time, and I have 2 of them, and I play them fairly regularly. But this one is special in and of her own right. The Dragon Lady guitar. Look at that. I don't even know what's in tune. Hold on. Yes, it is drop D tuning. That's because it is the top string is down tuned to a D. Gotta go. Fugelsang is on now. Oh, fine. I see where the priorities are. I'm over here just playing guitar. Art isn't enough for you people. Okay, I have to compete with Fugelsang all the time. Nice house. Yeah. I forgot how to throw a boomerang, but it came back to me. That's funny. Sorry, the microphone's in the way of the. I just wanted you to really be able to hear it. Yeah. Ever tempted to do death metal and growl? Oh, indeed. When do you play the Red Dragon Hell? I play this one sometimes when we do Strange in the band. Yeah, let's see. Started out on accordion when I was 6. Wow. See, accordion, it takes a lot of brain power. Very nerdy, very smart people play the accordion. Weird Al Yankovic, Lucy Liu. I'm just saying, smart people. Hi, Hal. What is Bryce? Hi, Mariella in Argentina. Are you still friends with the cast? Of which show? And yes. Blind me if this what was. Yeah, and it's the opening of Stillborn. One of the easiest / coolest riffs ever. Tom Green called me nerdy for knitting on one of his old podcasts. Well, sure. Stop Motion Freak, yes. I am friends with. I would say I'm obviously more friendly with Billy / William Brent. Because he's around more, and Kelly's always red carpeting. She's very hard to keep up with, but she's, and Angel, of course, who played my wife, played Tasha. Gotta leave. Different Strokes is coming on. Oh, man. At least that's a priority I can stand by. Did you let's see. I'm gonna go. Let's pop on Twitter for a second, and grab a little noise off there. I love that they're easing up Trump's daily schedule. 8 to 11 a.m. he watches TV, makes phone calls and tweets. 11 a.m. he attends his first meeting of the day. 6 p.m. he returns to residence for more phone calls and more TV. And then it's pudding cups on Tuesday. And they're starting to manage his mental state. They're thinking the stress is having a negative effect, and they're not wrong necessarily. This is stuff they had to do with Reagan in the last 2 years in office, and he'd been shot. Isn't Angel ill right now? I don't know. I hadn't heard that she was ill. What is that red thing on your guitar? It's not a red thing on my guitar. The whole guitar is red. Oops, there we go. Try not to break her. It's a lady with bat wings. What's it with your here? I'll answer questions when you type proper words. Here. A book fell on my head earlier. I only have my shelf to blame. Oh, good Lord, Lizzie. Hal Sparks, do you curse not on the show? Yeah. In my stand-up act, I do. Does the dragon have a name? Yeah, Lady Strange. We call her Lady Strange in the band. Mm-hmm. I saw Hal in December. He rocks his... Oh, thank you, Tailgating. A dragon tried to set it on fire. What were your favorite episodes from Lab Rats? Memory Wipe was a big one. I liked our big double part episodes the most because they were big productions. They were a lot of fun. As in, get me some Lady Strange, something like that. Why did the Scarecrow get an award? He was outstanding. Oh, good Lord, Lizzie. What is... Did you get a new joke book from 1950s? Did you find it in your grandparents' shelf? Is that what happened? That's okay. Everybody's got to start somewhere. I don't have a... I have to switch to... Let's see. Might be able to do it. We'll see. It's a huge question. There you go. Now you've got a rim shot, Lizzie. This is my favorite kind of humor. I'm going to go for. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, and you go, why did the Scarecrow get an award? He was outstanding in his field. There you go. Now, you're welcome. Your first rim shot, congratulations. You've graduated into real comedy. Yeah. Okay, that still works. Forgot, do I have a... Yeah, I have a... Study, no, whatever. All I need to do, I'm making it too hard. Broke my arm 6 times, so I got to the point where I get again. Yipes. Well, don't break your arm anymore. You set your guitars on fire. Do you prefer lighter fluid or Kingsford? I do a post effect. I do it in After Effects after the fact. I just live. It just looks like me standing on my guitar going like this, and then later on they add fire. Who's there? Who's where? R. What's a pirate's favorite letter? R. Is your cam sensor set to sensitive or you're blurring sometimes? It might be. Sorry. I try not to move too much. It might just be the it bouncing sound a little bit. But. Sorry to whom. English teacher joke. I see. No, 'tis the sea. Oh, no, 'tis the sea. I see. Is your cam... Gee, maybe saying... English teacher joke. To whom? You know why fat people are eating sharks? Because sharks are like sushi. What? Okay, are we now getting into corn? Is this what happens when I get online and we don't have a predetermined topic? That just the we get into like Lord of the Flies of crazy jokes. Is that what's going to happen? Is that where we are now? Is that what we've devolved into, ladies and gentlemen? Um, that's an amazing joke. It is kind of. I like it. No, 'tis the sea is. I like that one. That's my favorite one you've told so far. This the action's a little higher on this guy. That's my guitar excuse. Yeah, we'll play more. It's the and I would certainly love for us to go tour. Everybody in the band, including myself, has a very busy schedule. We're all multi hyphenates, so it takes up a lot of time. Tig especially because he does sound on Kimmel's show and stuff at the Wiltern a lot. So he's a busy guy. Yeah. So excited to call you, and then my mom said, "Oh." I was so excited to call you, and then my mom saw and said, "Oh no, that's on Saturday." Then I screamed. um, how about A Town Called Malice from the Jam? Yeah, I don't know that one. You want to hear a joke about pizza? Never mind, it was too cheap. All right. I noticed you're so busy. I would love to see you live with your band. Yeah, well, we'll make it around eventually, even if I have to bring a bunch of players and playing the part of Bumper in Wisconsin is. That's entirely possible. Look at that. And the crowd just keeps growing, even though we're really not talking about anything. That's the power of YouTube. I mean, if I really have to say so. Ugh. I'm sorry. I just noticed that Andy Zeisler tweeted this thing from NBC News. Analysis. This is from NBC News. Analysis. At Golden Globes, Oprah delivered the kind of inspirational and aspirational message that Hillary Clinton had trouble hammering home in 2016 presidential campaign. And your point? Adults think it's disrespectful when you don't let them disrespect you. That's interesting. People are strange. You've got $100. Who do you book? Book a gig for $100. Oh, I see. What? Oh, I see. Who's your? That's so weird. Oh, well, thank you for your tweet, Ginger. Oh, I'm buffering. Why am I buffering? How come I'm buffering? It's not right. I shouldn't be buffering. Hey, am I buffering for everybody, or is it just me? About buffering, or am I just glad to see it? Yeah, stream is buffering right now. I don't know why that is. Yeah, okay. Sorry, reload your page. Tell everybody, yeah, I gotta tell everybody in the chat. Reload your page. Yeah, that was weird. Yeah. No, it's fixed. It's fixed. Okay, good. Mm-hmm. I can't believe it's not buffer. Oh, good lord. You people. You're welcome. Go back to work, please. Don't let me interfere with productivity. I would hate to see that the Hal Sparks web stream, Hal overthinking, would would lower productivity in the United States at any point. We are trying to make productivity great again. So yeah, there you go. It's still not working on my end. Whamp whamp. Maybe put it on the other side. That's it. That's it, Joe. All right. It's working for me now. Okay. Thank you, Shelby. Yeah. Yes, no one. Yes, Orange Julius and the carb dip that everybody has after breakfast will always outpace me. Lizzie's gonna leave me with one more joke, and then we're gonna round out this first native episode of us fooling around on here, which is, of course, we'll see. I totally digressed from my creating a highlight. It didn't matter anyways. It reset it when I reloaded the page. Wah, wah. Okay, I'm going to leave you with one more corny joke. The chat seems to be loading slower than usual. Either that or you guys are just watching and quiet. You're just not typing in some stuff, I guess. Too afraid to speak? Is that the problem? What state are you in? I don't know, constant confusion. I would say, well, I'm in California. That's the practical answer. Well done, Lizzie. Have you ever gotten any bizarre business requests, like playing a gig, Michael not here being character somewhere? I always wonder how out their requests can get theirs. Yeah, I do. You get really strange requests. I'm surprised. I get more of the sort of QAF and I love the '80s related ones than Lab Rats, and it would seem like I'd be the perfect rich guy's kids party guest, but that hasn't happened yet. So, but one day, a boy can hope. I always forget the end part of that. Get that dough for that gig, right? Yeah, that'd be expensive. You're awesome. Your acting is awesome. Love you, Mr. Davenport. And you're laughing, groaning at my jokes has been amazing. Thanks. Got to go. Have a good day. You too, Lizzie. Have a great day. Bye. Um, Thanks for jumping on here, guys. And messing around like this has any purpose whatsoever. But I think we need a little mindless messing around every so often in the midst of all this stuff. Because, by the way, the next 2 months politically are going to be crazy pants. You can almost time the State of the Union and the corresponding Trump talking to Mueller for the first time landing close to the same day. That's going to be exciting. Same thing happened with George Wendt. People still call him Norm. Yep, that's true. This was fun. Thanks, Brad. Thanks, Tom. I will see you guys next time with more of Hal Overthinking. Well, all right. Come on. Political S-storm is coming. That's true. Thanks for such a sweet surprise. Great way to start out the week. I try. I try. Okay. Have fun, everybody. Bye-bye.